was in kindergarten, I asked if I could try homeschooling. In a month or two, I was back in traditional school. In 8th grade, I faced severe anxiety and begged my mom to go back to homeschooling. And in retrospect, I'm really glad she said no. We're not having kids right now, but we might be in a few years, and it's important to be informed on the decisions we're going to make when sending them to school. I believe traditional schooling is more beneficial to students and parents in comparison to homeschooling. I've been on both sides of the issue and can look back knowing my mom made the right choice sending me to traditional school. Today, I'll go over the challenges faced by parents and students alike when enrolled in homeschooling. Parents are liable to face challenges regarding finances as well as time, and students can be subjected to a limited social life, falling behind under unskilled instruction from parents, and a lack of structure and community. The freedom accompanied with homeschool just isn't worth it. Traditional schooling is more beneficial to parents than homeschooling. The article, What are the Benefits of Public School over Homeschooling on publicschoolreview.com says that parents could spend upward of $1,000 per school year on curriculum. Traditional school is already paid through the taxes an individual is required to pay anyways. Homeschooling children requires a lot of time that parents might be better off allocating somewhere else. It's hard to separate homeschooling from life. The dirty truth of time required to homeschool says. This article talks about a life homeschool balance as a positive thing. However, wouldn't both jobs, teaching and parenting, be better done by the professionals? It is no shame to need time apart from your children, and for children, it's no shame to want time apart from your parents. Traditional schooling allows both parties to have individual time to cultivate the things that they want for themselves. A parent might want to upkeep a certain hobby or career. And what could a child do without the parent? Traditional schooling provides a framework that includes the cultivation of a social life. This sounds harsh, but when I was homeschooled, I didn't live in a neighborhood and I felt extremely isolated from kids my age. This isn't the case for all homeschool kids, but traditional schooling can be a safeguard against that social isolation. In traditional schools, kids are in a classroom setting every day with others their age. Even homeschool community programs, such as ones like the YMCA, don't meet as often as a child would for traditional school. Sports and other clubs aren't as easily accessible for homeschoolers either. HomeEducator.com says extracurriculars are often expensive for home students. And what about those who live far away or don't have the finances to participate? Another important point is that teachers are meant to teach. Parents can be unskilled when it comes to teaching. After all, they didn't go to school for this. The education degree that teachers have is especially important when students get into harder curriculum and receiving more complicated instructions. While with the right kid, environment, and family, homeschool can be a great option, this is not the case for the general population. Financial barriers and time restraints on the parents may restrict them from doing the best they can to homeschool their child. For children, traditional school provides community, social structure, and instruction from skilled professionals to better prepare them for the workforce, or post-secondary education. This is not a pressing issue for most of us, but it might be one day.